spotting for walk-ups. The real idea from the defensive side, the hope is that the push comes in towards the B site where they have that Cypher set up, the cam for mid. But at least they haven't put down the Viper wall. This is going to help them sneak out of position that we've seen before. Shock Dart kills coming in onto Narrate, pardon me. Martine and Tamazi tagged extremely low by that utility. They have to take some fights to try and secure the control, but no one's really in fighting form that's up close. Look at Martine. No utility to try to take these fights. Element of surprise is what he's relying on, or his teammate Shin. Somehow picked up two, but both players remaining are low, and, well, Alpha can't find Martine. That'll close it.
It's right next to him. We could have Yoru on Yoru action at any moment. Chronicle, though, under a little bit of pressure. He goes down. That could be another gun into their hands. He's at least taken down one, but that was only a pistol player.
Towards him, holding off on the doors. Not good for post-plant. Players on site need to stay alive. Aggressive spots Martine. Good to take the first. That's Boaster down. Dirk even putting out the decoy. Not following up on the back of it. They're just biding their time and taking these fights. Eventually it has to come through. Narrate dropped. Okay, site control isn't great, but the flank from Tamazi is expected. Leo turned on a dime to take him down. Now the site control doesn't really have that backup, but the time's running low, as is the HP for KC. Tucked in, Magnum doesn't stand a chance, and what can you do from Martine's spot too far away? Well, sometimes after losing a player, this time, even before that, Martine looks to remedy it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's just using the ult up close to yellow, causing confusion, TPing to mid and taking down Dirk. A huge impact in this round already in pushing and pulling FNATIC, getting the site control and a plant on the back of it, but Chronicle. Oh, Boaster coming in with a stinger, upgraded at least, but the Viper's pit now puts a thorn in the side of this FNATIC retake, and that makes it a little bit worse. That late lurk out of Tamazi too. We don't even get to see it.
Because players looking to try and wrap in and take those guns away.
To be revealed, he'll step into the cage, he'll catch the decoy. The Hunter's Fury slows them, does damage, allows Alpha to get even closer. Now tucked in the corner. I mean, he's not getting out of here, surely. One more kill makes it worthwhile, buys time for Leo to get into position and catch Martine completely unaware. A shot onto Shin leaves Tamazi alone against the whole squad of FNATIC, a flank. With limited time, Tamazi has to go forward unless he was going to save, which I thought was the call. Either way, that will be denied. It will be impossible for KC to find any value.
Just based on the amount of kills he's getting. And they're actually going to try and use that Hunter's Fury to get themselves a freebie. Huge. Taking out Althea is a massive kill on the site as well. You mentioned Chronicle here with his ult, but may not even have an opportunity to use it. In fact, he's gone. Durka managed one as a trade, but...
Narrate stays down by the doors, and here's his reward for his patience. Boaster's cross, completely unaware. There's the snake bite confirming his position. Narrate into the site. They're playing inside the spawn. Narrate will have to push all the way up to try to get them. Time is running out, and he's just about caught.
I've never seen this, though. I feel like it's more likely that Alpha's dead before they walk into the trip. So I think it was for his dash. It almost worked. While the crossfire aggressively has worked out for Chronicle. Okay, he's definitely not sleeping anymore. 3 kills in this round. Denied any space into the site. Shin's still standing, though, and this man is always good in the clutch.
There's a little bit of a gap. They've tapped it, and Shin doesn't want to go swinging. He's only 57 HP. Pros don't fake, but this time they did. It doesn't matter. FNATIC still land the shot and have plenty of time left to get the defuse across the line.
Trying to find something. This is a round where already losing Martine, he has been the real danger man so far in this matchup, but Chronicle goes hunting.
Right, a second about to be seen. That's the operator now. Taken stock of, and I think they might even have caught Shin. Flashed as he's back into this corner. Somewhere he's found so much success in the past. And now an angle that forces Shin into taking another fight, one that Alpha will win. And a decoy even tanks the first shot of the operator, but the Blade Storm backup is good enough to win the day. 2 versus 2. And the spike still to be defused. Nice shot from Narrate to the open. The dash used, one knife at a time. He'll close this one out as the seconds fade. And Leo, well, he was going to take Tamazi down with him one way or another. That spike was cleaning the side up.
This time they are pushing into the Viper Cypher. Normally a lot of delay, but Narrate's already through. He's already in. Boaster's gone within seconds, and actually so is Alpha. This is meant to be a setup that's difficult to break down. They've just walked in like they own the place. Even with an ultimate use, there's barely even a tickle of damage. They're just going to have to save. And in fact, there's not anyone left to save. Leo's running away.
Don't know if they will clear this angle. In fact, they did. They definitely will. Guns looking, shots fired. Good connection by Leo. That's 2 under his belt already. Another 1v1 fight. not even for the round anymore. It's only for the weapon in his hands. For the few credits that they could string through because they're low on credits. They need this. 3, 4, in fact, Leo standing alone against all of KC. Again, even the ace wouldn't win him the round, but style points would certainly be accrued. 4 bullets left, a player right on top, and Shin. Players on rotate. They haven't had 3 players towards the site. 1 is stuck inside the pit, but there is ultimately another 2 here to fight. It looks like they've made the right read on the side of FNATIC, but he's just about holding on. The Viper's pit going up causes problems. Orb retrieved, you won't see that for too much longer, and put on the right-hand side of site with Boaster dropped. That pit inside the tube is now gone, it's wide open. And the cage used actually buys a little space for Tamazi. Nice shot. Alpha's keeping it competitive.
Give them vision off it if they were to fall back. A lot of damage still done onto Leo. Durka as well is going to be desperately low on HP. And Magnum's already going to find out the danger man. Can Durka get anything done? He's not going to last much longer. Now it's left all onto Alpha. He'll meet the same fate. They won it.
They did.
I'm not saying they're going to do it again because this has been a very different look. Been incredibly clean, but just giving you the facts. This round looking pretty good. Tamazi needs to connect the shot, and while they are aggressive, they're looking to not just win this round, but win it clean at that. Not a single player even really taking much.
He's on his way to the B site now, and that's where the push is coming through.
Tamazi, the newfound Cypher as of this season, is going to try and do it all. He's been very good in these scenarios, but Chronicle has bodied him. An extra little bit of information
for someone to walk right past, and the steps are being heard. There's 2 that he can hear on his way. We can see Narrate is close as well. Big opportunity for Alpha here, and he converts it. 2 kills. Double flank on the double doors. This is going to leave no room for KC to get onto that site. Boaster just needs to slow them down somewhat. There's his first kill. He's on the board. As our FNATIC, not just with 2 in a row, they're about to make it 3.
Shin is still here, can still try and do a little bit of damage before he falls, but
guy doesn't seem to die. Narrate, oh, he's out of here. He is out of here. Dash at least secures him a second lease of life, but Tamazi becomes the new target. Durka up close, not going to be caught by a decoy, but TPing onto the backside now. Good position to play from as the wall drops, but Martin behind a wall of his own swings out into Durka. Good trade back. FNATIC keep the control and extend to
people. Put a lot of that onto Liquid. I think a lot of the fans have gone, okay, you can't win from advantages, but I'm guessing FNATIC are starting to prove that maybe it's just them.
I just want to see Leo get killed by someone. It's not. I don't think that he saw Magnum on the way through, but definitely 2 towards the backside. There's the flash. Magnum spotted now, but he won't be taken down. It's Magnum to catch a jump on him, but Chronicle with double trades, keeping the numbers favored, keeping a bit of site control, forcing Shin into the open. He didn't want to leave Tamazi out to dry this time. Narrate doesn't either. Nice shot from the side, another. They keep peeking the up. Now they beat Tamazi. A mistake they might not live to regret. Double digits on the cards for KC in this of all rounds, and it's a reveal on Boaster that gets it. A wonderful trap by Durka buys them a second chance at taking this man down. Despite the damage done, no kill for Shin, but they have the info that the A play is where it's coming in. Hunter's Fury burn.
I'm surprised he managed to live to tell the tale, unfortunately. Narrate has not played a big part in the last round. Martin already gone, but Magnum's found a trade. And in the afterplant already, this is not going to get any easier. Both almost has to be a save, but with the amount of finances that are still available for FNATIC, they're going to go hunting.
1 enemy remaining.
Nice kill by Leo. That reveal is up to move towards the spawn to catch him in nest. Although, they won't get there in time. It's this fight that defines it, and of course, try to dish out death to Leo.
Worry though, is just those post plants. Like how far away a couple of the FNATIC players are. Still got a fragment available. Durka's already going to pick off 1. He's the bodyguard. They've got a backup plan that they might not even need. He's still up close, just looking to try and finally get out of there, but there's Boaster on the lurk. A second kill already coming up for him. And for Shin, as said, he's attempted many a clutch, but this is not going to be one of them. You can see, though, that Chronicle is playing anti-flash. His only goal is to dodge that flash. He shoots, and he's going to go down. Nice work from the side of KC. Finally, some light at the end of a... All right, it's going to try and keep hold of that control. Durka's already been spotted and forced back, but it means they can group up and try and fight this one. Well, I was going to say together. Wasn't together. Alpha
One
looks to
enemy
try and turn the
remaining.
tide, and Narrate has just taken over this round. In fact, he's even going to get the wall bang at the end.
TP used up, plant
Welcome
to be played in, and on the back of it,
Planted.
Viper's Pit to secure it. Now this actually doesn't reach to the plant yet again. It's just locking down a little bit of map control. Good kill by
Oh, he got him
Magnum,
with the choke
and that's
down.
Boaster down. That's the Viper's Pit down and out of the round, and a desperate attempt now for FNATIC to fight back through. The flash is good, but the kills don't come on the back of it. Counter flashes, Hunter's Fury, tagging them up and dropping them. This is KC fighting back, but Durka and Alpha, they have other ideas. 4 kills already for Magnum. The IGL needs an ace to take it across the line, and Durka's the man standing in between him and that feed. He will not find it. KC, no OT after a 9-3 lead.
Nonetheless, Althea already up for contact. He's going to be under pressure immediately, and actually doesn't get out of there. I thought he might have just scraped it.
Now a few bullets pursued him through the wall. 3 players though still here. Big stack out of FNATIC. They've made the right call this time. KC flood in. Martin and Magnum caught off guard, and now they're realizing there's a lot more guns here than they thought. FNATIC just about combat. They know there's a chance he'll be coming from bathroom or even from mid. Safe plant for spawn, but they're trapped.
Last
They're
player
sandwiched,
standing.
but that gives them 1v1 fights. And now, right, doesn't often lose though.
Where his opponents currently sit from, Shin already just getting information and almost needs him to make a pretty catastrophic mistake. And in the meantime, Narrate on the wraparound.
Now isolated, having to burn up his flashes, has just 1 left to work with. And the aggression out of Alfier, having not spotted anybody, decides to go hunting them.
Oh yeah!
That Shin drop, Smoker down. Thrash in round 3 is used to no success. Boaster able to pick off 1. They know that he's still here. Having dropped Leo as well, there's no way that they don't account for this player who got a kill just moments ago. The swing is good. Tamazi finds it without the help being needed and ends up finding his teammate Magnum too with a snake bite. Looks like that could be a bit of a problem because the man standing in the 1v2 is Durka. Close fight first, and it's Tamazi with 16 HP. And in fact, if I was to choose anyone to have that weapon, it wouldn't be Boaster. No,
It's all right, he's going to peek.
in his
so it doesn't
position.
matter.
Yeah, well, you're right. No success found, but at least damage done. The assist onto Narrate, and not the best weapons to have to retake with again. Some players being trapped inside hookah, stingers in hand.
One day.
Nice shot by Chronicle, but just the one to be found.
Fortunately as well, all the weaponry has been dropped outside B-Long. Are they going to be able to get back in? Dirk has done well. He actually caught the timing on Martin, and now it's left all onto Magnum. 1v3 needed. He's been crispy so far. Needs a little bit more. Needs to deny the diffuser, and now up to just Boaster, and he finds all 3. A Red Bull clutch from the IGL of KC.
This map, typically, I think Leo's had a much tougher time. Even in series where he's popping off, things slow down. Just the way that his role works here. A lot of the time, it's other players taking the first fight. It was Durka in this round. Alpha backed off and left him for dead, but now he's standing his ground. And he's got a teammate with him, Leo up close, blinded, but not expected to be here. The element of surprise grabs 1, and he's going for more, running it through. That mosh pit forced him out. Control, this is going to be a tough round to win, and we could be witnessing the first for FNATIC.
Definitely hasn't spotted out Chronicle as he attempts to cross.
Shin doubling up. Just tucking into this corner.
Boaster is, if he turns around, I was about to say, it's almost just a game of chicken. Leo again, he tries to do the same, but Tomasi's got down to his own snake bite this time. Should have the expectation that he could do that alone. You see that Viper screen up, you need to be more aware.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's the whole reason it's put down is for that cross. The idea to fight back in does not work out. Normally, it would have already fully rotated. But Alfier stuck around in this pit, still on long. 1 on the side as well, with Chronicle following them, pursuing them through the TP to drop Narrate. Now they've got to run into Leo, and there hasn't been a lot of success when that's the plan. Alfier, though, is with a weaker weapon down below, picking them off. They dealt with Leo, but his buddy was still alive. But eventually, the target will be acquired. It's the B site. Thrash on its way. Good catch. That's got 1. Did it catch the player in the corner? It did. Huge value to be found, but they don't know. They don't know that Tamazi's here. Him being seized almost helps him out in this sense. He's forced into a late flank play. The Chronicle couldn't expect. KC dominating the site now. Just Leo to uproot. But that's a big task for any man. 2 kills already. Another found. And just 1 man left down to the classic, and he'll find it. A sensational play by Leo. McCoy. I think for this defensive side, this is This is where I expect they need to show up. Three is often enough, and maybe it'll have to be beautiful opening pick. Leo's grabbed one. Somehow with the mosh pit, he's still alive, up close and still fighting. Dropped
Spike
eventually,
down
but the
A.
damage is done. He's made it.
You've got one weapon only valuable at close range, and the other only valuable at long. Luckily, that's already started fairly well. Martin, though, is back with a vengeance.
I don't care.
It's like a pure mentality thing.
For KC, he's lights out. Durka's gone. Operator in hand. This is an ambitious play, and he needs his teammates.
Okay.
Maybe he doesn't need his teammate. He doesn't need anyone. Durka's doing it by himself. Free kill onto Martin. That was the wide swing, and now Magnum's trapped in a corner.
Yeah, the problem is the rest of the team have gone in the
Fair
other
play.
direction. They have managed to get those open. They've got so many angles still to clear. They're going to be able to at least reduce some of the places they need to spot. The fight is going to work out again for Durka. This is looking like his round.
Oh, it's all down to timing, the rate. He didn't get spotted. I don't think they realized he was here, otherwise they would have sent Thrash back in the other direction. He stood up close. Good for one, but the judge is there. The upgrade wasn't needed, and they caught Shin far, far away. He stands almost no chance. The teleport through is expected. Ready was Leo. Say KC are in a pretty decent position, up against most teams at least. Paranoia here for Shin. A lot of players towards Bath. Alpha's snake bite is good. No escape from Martin. The opening pick goes their way, but the fight back, sure, is traded out, at least.
Allows Alpha almost a raid boss scenario as a ghost and shields. Magnum, no, okay, it looked like Boaster was sending a fake out. Just running straight towards his opponent, but he'll win the fight anyway. And puts it into a 2 versus 4 scenario. This pistol almost looking guaranteed. I think it definitely is now. Tamazi left 1v4. You need some pretty drastic mistakes from the remaining players of FNATIC, and even though a headshot will be hit, it's not going to be the kill.
Dizzy, Paranoia thrown out by the side of KC, and now Dirk is thrown out by the side of FNC. They make their way in towards Lamps. Boombot covering on the up-close fight. Judge is dangerous, and now they can't really retake that control. Not with this man lurking around. The site itself has been seized. The shot out of Chronicle is absolutely clean. Magnum didn't stand a chance, and that off angle is one they very much needed. This will allow them to get the plans with Chronicle's flash going through. In fact, they're looking to fight. They didn't send the wingman out to plant. They sent him out to find some players, some targets. And those targets were on their back. Chronicle with 3 kills.
The site's going to almost be completely given up, just hoping for a miracle shot. And Alpha, well, he's not quite going to catch them. He doesn't know Tamazi is there. That's a little unlucky.
His towards the elbow. Wingman's on site with a free plant. And 4-man elbow push after. There's no way you expect this. Aggression out of Durka. Thrash on his way around. Magnum clearing the site. Wondering where those... What the hell was that? Durka! It looked like he was speed running it. Playing a neon, but somehow hitting the headshot. Narrate 1v2. Has a buddy to defuse for him, just needs to defend it long enough, but the shots don't land. FNATIC have come out on top again. Even if KC go down on this defensive side, they're taking a few with them. This time might be different. Showstopper to entry. Players to be spotted. Nice position out of Durka. Predicts it perfectly, eliminating Tamazi, opening the A site completely with the kills that followed. Or that it followed.
Spike planted.
Now Magnum and Shin with it all to do, and they found Alpha. Okay, good start.
That's an opportunity. Already, Durka, they're going to try and just isolate him. No, it seems like Magnum's going to take that 1 versus 1. The timing couldn't be worse, but Durka still wins the fight. And now Shin, no chance. Nade placed onto the spike, make sure that no one can get anywhere near it. Molotov there as well. There isn't even the time to get even close.
So they've gotten here just in time. They'll be behind the smokes, but with a showstopper to play with, that push is slowed down, staggered slightly. Steps heard, nice connection. That's Alphier down and out. Viper utility no longer to play with. Durka out of the round, and a crazy adjustment from Narrate. Just managed to thread the needle right up behind, and in fact, that is going to be a damning sentence for Leo, who shouldn't expect him, although I think I heard a bullet leave his gun. A brave play to try spam through with the Vandal. Martin won't catch him. Flash close. Shin in a little bit of trouble. Paranoia used. Shrouded step for out. Yeah, he's clean, but he's straight into the fire. Manages to make it out. Standing on the other side of this orbital strike, but he's caught immediately. Alphier dropped inside the pit. An opportunity to follow up until he goes to the back site and sees Chronicle. Thought he was going to get caught off guard. The spike's gone to B. It should be the plant, and caught off guard or not, Martin will drop. Plan to come through. The steps are heard from Tamazi making his way through hookah. It's just a question of whether Leo will turn this angle. Oh, he was watching it the whole time, even got a little spoiler to try stick it inside. And that's not what he's going for. Instead, trying to bait them out. They're going to have to swing this to spam. It looks like they don't believe he's sticking it. 1 kill for Tamazi. Still so much time to run down. Boasters played this perfectly. Well handled. They didn't even know he was there. Whoops. Martin didn't want to go jumping again. And he still managed to get the boom bot up and over. Still, the information is the same. Push up by Magnum is good. And he's caught Boaster. That's their way back. Their access to the B site now denied. They might just have to tunnel vision forward, straight into the waiting arms of Martin yet again. He's not finding the first, and now that they're already past, they expect Shin. 3 quick kills, and FNATIC are on the cusp of victory. Gap just enough to reposition. And with Tamazi in spawn, this one looks done.
Magnum's gonna go down. There's nothing more he could be doing, and it will be Daka to finish! After kickoff, questions were asked of FNATIC this season. It might not have been clean,